Welcome to the Bruce Lim Tour channel. Today I am here in Suwon, UNESCO World Heritage Site Hwaseong Fortress. And Suwon is located in the southern part of capital city of Seoul, and you can easily accessible from Suwon via the bus or metro, subway and train, whatever. And let's look around this fantastic site. Let's go. So Suwon Hwaseong was built by the 22nd ruler of Joseon dynasty, King Jeongjo, and out of his filial piety toward his father, the construction began in January 1794, as was completed in September 1796. Its circumference is 5.7 kilometers in length and 4 to 6 meters in height. And High Official Jeong Ya-kyung designed it based on the theory of Shilhak, and this fortress has a modern structure that incorporated the use of stones and bricks, and it is built to defend against arrows, swords and firearms. And the standardization of materials and the use of new equipment such as cranes produced the scientific and practical building, and it is assessed as an unrivaled structure in the history of architecture. Due to the breaking out of the Korean War, this Hwaseong Fortress was broken down, but restoration project was completed. It was designated as World Heritage Cultural Site in 1997. Here is Gukgung Experience Site, and this program allows participants to experience Gukgung. For your information, Gukgung is Korea's traditional archery martial arts. Here is Yeonmudae in Suwon Hwaseong. This place was used to be the training site for the army during Joseon dynasty King Jeongjo's reign. Here is Suwon Hwaseong Jangdae. Jangdae means command post. There are Sejangdae, West Command Post, and Dongjangdae, East Command Post. So Sejangdae is a command post located on Paltalsan, which used to command the military while guarding the fortress. This location, which can look as far back as 100 lees. Li means about 500 meters, so that means 50 kilometers you can look. So here is the military command post of Hwaseong, Suwon, and it is also called Hwaseong Jangdae. And here is very spacious. This northeastern watchtower is for monitoring the surroundings and attacking enemies. Gongsim-dom means hollow outpost. This is because the Gongsim-dom conventionally has no facilities in its tall brick tower, apart from an inner staircase and arrow slits in the walls. Originally 3 towers in Hwaseong Fortress, but only 2 remain today. It consists of 3 floors and topped with a pavilion. It is also called Sora-gak, literally meaning conch tower, referring to the shape of the spiral staircase inside. The watchtower was largely destroyed during the Korean War and was rebuilt in 1976. Here is Dongbuk Gongsim-dong. Gongsim-dong means observation tower. It is a type of watchtower where the military can observe the enemy. Dongbuk Gongsim-dong is one of the most unique buildings in Suwon Hwaseong, as in imitate the structure of Pyeongdong in Liaotung, China, by laying the bricks in a circle to erect the dondae. Dondae is watchtower. Too bad it's not allowed to get inside. There's a northeastern archery platform. An archery platform called Node in Korean is a tall structure from which the enemy could be attacked with a mechanical bow. There are two archery platforms in Hwaseong Fortress. One in the west, one is here in the northeast. The area east of the fortress is wide and flat, so this archery platform could command a fine view of the neighborhood. Unlike the western archery platform, which is an independent structure, the northeastern archery platform is built atop a bastion in the fortress wall. 앞에 보이는 게 헬륨으로 작동하는 플라잉 수원이라고 합니다. Here I am Poru. Poru is sentry post. It is a structure built atop a turret where soldiers were on standby or take a rest. This place was used as a place for surveillance and attack. The lower part is stacked with stones and the bricks are incorporated from the middle part. And a house was built atop and the bolts are laid to create a gate tower. It's an Eastern Guard Pavilion. A guard pavilion called Poru in Korean is an outwardly projecting structure topped with a pavilion that functioned as soldiers' lookout. There are 5 guard pavilions in Hwaseong Fortress. The Eastern Guard Pavilion is located to west of Changnyeongmun Gate. Here's an Eastern Bastion. A bastion called Chi in Korean was structure projecting outward from a fortress wall, which was designed to attack approaching enemies from the side. The name Chi comes from the Chinese character of peasant. Peasant is a special kind of bird because peasant was good at hiding and peeping. Hwaseong Fortress has a total of 10 bastions. The Eastern Bastion, one built between the Eastern Guard Pavilion, one and the Eastern Artillery Bastion, is second largest after the Northeastern Bastion. This Eastern Artillery Pavilion, an artillery pavilion called Poru in Korean, is an outwardly projecting structure topped with a pavilion, inside which artillery is installed for use in attacking the enemy. There are 5 artillery pavilions in Hwaseong Fortress. The inside is not allowed to get in. Too bad. I am Beacon Tower. This beacon tower was designed to quickly signal emergencies in the eastern and southern areas of Suwon. A smoke signal from the tower was immediately visible at the temporary palace at Hwaseong Fortress, where the local magistrate resided. A tower consists of 5 chimneys made of brick. Normally the chimney at the south end was lit in the evening to signal that everything was under control. But in case of an emergency, all 5 chimneys were to be lit. Fortunately, there were no cases in which all 5 chimneys had to be lit during the Joseon dynasty. This southeastern corner pavilion, a corner pavilion called Gangnu in Korean, was built on the high ground of the fortress to watch the surrounding area and to be used for leisure. This southeastern corner pavilion, located on a high hill next to a Suwon stream, is an optimal place to see the southern area of Hwaseong Fortress. The wooden walls of the pavilion are painted on the outside with a beast face and on the inside with a taeguk, symbolizing the harmony of yin and yang. I'm on my way to the Sojangdae. It's located in the mountain Paltalsan. So I have to climb this mountain again. This is a daily bell tolling. The bell of the filial piety makes the tradition of filial piety reverberate in our hearts and expresses the best wishes of the citizens of Suwon for your family and for the nation. We hope you meditate upon the meaning of each toll. So bell tolling is first toll, second toll, and third toll. First toll is to show gratitude and respect to your parents. And second toll is to wish for your family's health and harmony. And third toll is to wish for the realization of your dreams. Flying Suwon. Excellence in flight. This is a Western Command Post. A command post called Jangdae in Korean is the center from which a military commander would direct soldiers during military drills and war. In Hwaseong Fortress, there are two command posts. One is in the western section and the other in the eastern section. Located at the top of Paltalsan mountain, the western command post was the general command center of Hwaseong Fortress. In 1795, when King Jeongjo visited the fortress, he took the command of the military training from this post. The scene of this famous event was illustrated in various royal records. So if you happen to visit Suwon, make sure to drop by the Western Command Post located in the Paltalsan mountain. This is the Hwaseong Haengung Macheon Street, where former looks of Suwon city remain. Includes the workshop street full of traditional cuisines, cafe, and other items. This is Hwaseong Gate and one of the four main gates of Suwon Fortress, and topped with a gate tower on the second story of a stone Muji Gemun and rainbow-shaped gate that's surrounded by a unique crescent-shaped brick Hwaseong. Hwaseong is a defensive gate. So Hwaseong play a major role in defending or attacking the enemy. This is the northern gate of Jangan-mun of Suwon Fortress. This northern water gate. And this water gate was destroyed by floods and rebuilt several times. This pavilion is very famous. Entire this Suwon Fortress, and CNN chose this place as a most visited place in South Korea. So, view from this pavilion is spectacular. So many people take a picture of this pond. This is the Hwaseong Hengung Palace, the main entrance Sinpungru. The main gate of Hwaseong Hengung, Sinpung means the king's new hometown, which represents King Jeongjo's affection for Suwon. This is Bongsudang. It's the main building of the Hwaseong Hengung, and it is where King Jeongjo held his mother, Crown Princess Hong, during a 60th birthday ceremony. 정조대왕과 해경궁 홍씨가 동시에 볼 수 있다. 봉수당의 내부 모습입니다. Look at the key. Look at the folding screen. It's a depiction of Ju Shi's poem painted by very famous Danwon Kim Hongdo, the greatest artist of the time. So King Jeongjo praised his painting highly and always kept it beside of him. This is the Miro Hanjong Pavilion. It is the pavilion built in the backyard of Hwaseong Hengung. So its name means a pavilion where one can leisurely rest in his old age. The name contains King Jeongjo's wish to retire and live in Hwaseong, currently Suwon, after abdicating his throne to his son in 1804 rather. This is Jangnakdang, the king's bedroom. King Jeongjo personally wrote the name of the building and hung it for Crown Princess Hong's longevity. Jangnakdang was built in 1794 to be used as a hall for King Jeongjo's mother during a 60th birthday banquet here in 1795. It is connected to Bongsudang, the main hall, when Joseon kings visited this palace to offer rituals at the nearby tombs of King Jeongjo and his father Crown Prince Sado. They used this hall as a sleeping chamber. The name of this hall, Jangnakdang, means hall for long-lasting happiness. This is Deukjungjeon building. It is where King Jeongjo practiced archery. Deukjungjeon indicates that King Jeongjo hit the target every time. A perfect archer. This is Namhon building. Various events, including the state examinations and banquet for the elderly people, were held here in 1795 during the 60th birthday ceremony of Crown Princess Hong. This is Yuetek building. This is the reception room where King Jeongjo met with his subordinates. Very beautiful place.